Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know what time it is. I'm still watching Dahmer. I don't know. I've just been taking it an episode at a time. I'm just like that. There's a lot of shows I need to watch, but I'm just slowly watching them. I was with my niece, and I just started watching an anime on Netflix called Erased, where like a guy can go back in time, and he goes back 18 years to try to solve like a missing child type thing, or stop a child from being murdered before it happens. And I don't know, that reminds me of like what I've been talking about too, like the butterfly effect or Life is Strange, where it's just like that. There's even butterflies popping up in the anime, and it's not bad. It's something to watch, I guess. It's real short. I'm not the biggest anime enthusiast. I do like Death Note and I don't know, some other random animes. Soul Eater's pretty good, but I haven't sat down to watch it. It also reminds me of like Early Edition. Do you remember the show Early Edition, where that guy, there was like a guy who would get a newspaper on his like front door every day by a cat, and the paper was for the next day, so he would like try to save people's lives and shit that were gonna die the next day. That's what it reminds me of too. Or Frequency, man. I was thinking about Frequency. I need to watch that movie again with Jim Caviezel. I'm pretty sure it was Jim Caviezel, but man, if you haven't watched Frequency, I fucking cried my eyes out on that movie. Like a real bad cry. Like, oh my god, his father. I probably have shit like that with movies that have lost fathers. Not so much mothers. If you can tell by now, I don't really give a shit about mothers, but like father daughter, father son type shit's pretty rowdy. Quantum Leap is like that too. If you haven't watched Quantum Leap, I know they're fucking remaking that shit too, but Quantum Leap's pretty badass. I need to watch all the Quantum Leap. That one episode. I'm retarded. That shit's so funny. If you know, you know. If you know, but yeah, that shit's great. And talking about TV shows, I keep thinking about the show Friends, and I guess everybody loves the shit out of the show Friends, right? And I hate it with a passion, and here's why. I'll explain why I hate the TV show Friends, if I haven't told you the story before. So, my first job was at Wendy's, right? And this was when I was maybe like 17 years old. And I remember getting the job there with one of the managers. All four of them were named Maria, but they were all go by their middle names. So there's one manager named Wani who was like gorgeous. She's still fucking gorgeous. I follow her on Facebook, and Jesus Christ, like she's smoking hot. She got hotter. She's like fucking badass Billy Gunn or something, or fucking what's his name, Slater, AC Slater, Mario, whatever. But how they just got hotter with age. But yeah, she got like smoking hot. But she hired me there, and I remember just being like, I wouldn't say in love with her, but like in lust with her because she was just so hot. But I would just check her out and shit. She had a nice body, even back then. But man, and I remember too being on break there, and I would always order two fat ass piece of shit that I am. I would order two double stacks with cheese, or double cheeseburgers with cheese, only mayonnaise and ketchup, because I don't like all that vegetable bullshit. And then like an order of fries, and then I'd get a large Sprite. Ooh boy, for like not even $3 because of how cheap shit was back then, like the 99-cent menu. And then discounts, the half off discount. Man, dude, I love that shit. It's probably, God, I'm a fat piece of shit. But yeah, I would walk to work all the time. And even though I would walk, I'm still a fat piece of shit. But I would walk to work because I didn't have a car. I was 17 or whatever, and it was about I don't know, like 30-minute walk from my house to. I'm sorry, I have to turn the page. From my house to Wendy's, and I remember there was this girl there, this white girl named Nancy, who I didn't really talk to much. She was like very quiet or whatever. And she was on the sandwiches section, which was like the person on the grill hands you the burger and then you make the sandwich and then you hand it off to the drive-thru or to the front, right? So she was on the sandwiches section. And I remember one day I had worked like an early shift, like a mid-afternoon or like a morning to mid-afternoon. And I was about to get out from work and she was like, hey, you want to ride? And I ride home, and I was like, yeah, because it's fucking Texas weather, all fucking hot, you know. But anyway, so I wait a little bit. We get in her car. She's giving me a ride. Mind you, let me tell you, I was like 17, and I'm pretty sure she was like 22 or 24. I'm trying to remember, but I know she was at least 22, probably 24. Let's go with 24, right? So she's driving me home. We're getting basically to the part where the street where I'm supposed to take a right. We're supposed to take a right to go to my house. And right then she goes, hey, are you allowed to hang out? And I'm like, yeah. And then she just keeps going and doesn't stop. And so she takes a left. I remember it was like on the kind of bad side of town, to like this housing type shit, like a big old house that I guess had a bunch of apartments in it. So we get down and I go inside, and next to wherever her apartment is, she picks up her 2-year-old son. I'm guessing he's 2. I'm pretty sure he's 2, right? He's around, he's a toddler, so he's either 2 or 3. So her little boy, so we go to her house, or I'm sorry, her apartment, which is like like you walk in and you're already in the bedroom, you know. It's like probably like a studio apartment, and there are no chairs. So she's like, oh, sit on the bed. So I sit on the bed. Her little boy's down there playing with the they're not Legos, they're like the generic Legos, like the bigger blocks, you know. And she tells me, oh, hey, do you like, I'm sorry, let me turn this page. She's like, hey, do you like the TV show Friends? And I'm like, I don't know, I've never seen it. So she puts it on. She's got like the fucking season, all the seasons on DVD. And she puts it on. She comes in and sits next to me. And while the theme song's playing and her little kid is playing with the Lego wannabe blocks, she lays me down next to her. Like, she lays down and brings me with her, compels me. And then she grabs my hands and puts them under her work shirt, and she has me basically like grabbing her tits. Mind you, she's built like a surfboard, so they're like little mosquito bite ones, but it's still basically she's basically raping me, right? And so she could tell I'm super uncomfortable. I'm just there like all stiff as a board, or stiff, you know. And she's like, are you all right? And I'm like, I better get home. So she takes me home, and then basically the next day or a couple days after that at work, she's telling everyone that we're together, that like I'm her boyfriend and shit. And it's so weird because I'm like, no, I'm not her boyfriend, having to say that, you know. And then you have some of the managers coming up to me like, hey, are you with her? Like, is that going to impede the way you work if you all work together? I'm like, dude, I'm not with her. Like, I don't know what's up. So I'm trying to explain that and say, you know, I'm not with her because I'm not. Nothing is official. And then she like pulls me to the side after however many days of me saying that, and she's like, why don't you want to be with me? I thought, you know, you were so nice to me, and you know, if we're together I could put you through school, like you can stay with me. And I'm like, I'll let you know, you know. I didn't want any of that. It was fucking weird to me, you know. But then luckily fate intervened, and she got a job at Walmart there. And yeah, like basically I didn't have to talk to her or deal with it, so I got to avoid the problem. Except when I had to go to Walmart because the town is so small. It's the only Walmart in town, but I would just avoid it because Walmart fucking sucks, you know? Eventually, it died off. Like, I think she would call me every now and then and leave me messages, and I'm like, nah, better not, or come to Wendy's. It was pretty stalkerish, but yeah, eventually it faded away. But yeah, that's why I hate the show Friends. Every time I hear about it, or Jennifer Aniston, even though she's fucking hot, I hear about Friends reunion, HBO buying all the Friends episodes, and I'm like, God damn, it's all PTSD. It just reminds me of me getting raped by that fucking white woman, and how crazy white women are with that shit. But just like in that show Erased, I wonder if I was to go back, like, go back to when I was 17, however many years ago, should I have gotten with her? Should I have fucking let her pay my college and then just been like, fuck you? But then had like her little boy come after me like some sort of Kill Bill fucking revenge story. I don't know. But yeah, if you like Friends, that's cool. I don't give a fuck, but yeah, I don't know. That show's not even that good. It's like a funnier Big Bang Theory, and Big Bang Theory just, oh my god, I'm retarded. It's for, oh man, fuck. I don't know. TV shows aren't even all that anymore, but yeah, I'm glad I could, you know, brighten your day or mess with you with a story that I had, and I hope there aren't any crazy people after you trying to rape you or compel you to do things you don't want to do, because the word of the day is consent. Remember, it's all about consent. just remember, Friends suck. For the TV show, Friends sucks ass. It's not even worth getting raped over. So yeah, all right, take care.